Hey everybody, Adam Davidson. We're in Exodus chapter 33, verse 12. It's a conversation between Moses and God, and it goes like this. Moses said to the Lord, "You have been telling me, lead these people, but you have not let me know whom you will send with me." So Moses has a job, and it's to lead the people of God into the place God wants them to be. It's kind of a big job. Thankfully, Moses has a connection with Yahweh wherein he can have conversations like this and follow up conversations at that. And did you notice how Moses' conversation is sort of him in desperation? He's saying to the Lord, "Hey, you told me that I'm supposed to do something, lead these people, but you haven't told me exactly who you're going to send with me on your behalf." And Moses models for us an authentic prayer life where in our prayer, in one breath, we are talking about the fact that we want to be obedient to God and what He's called us to do, which is always a good thing to be praying about. But in the next breath, we might say, "And yet, Lord, I'm not sure how to carry that out." Or I feel like I don't have enough information to do that. Or I need to know what is the next step. That's a great prayer request. And I think God actually sets it up so that we have to ask Him these things. He reveals something to us. He gives us a desire. He gives us a drive. He gives us a vision of His preferred future for our lives. And then He gives us some resources that makes it sort of possible to start taking steps. But then we hit a wall, right? We hit a wall and we say, "Lord, now what?" I think that He delights in that. He's not a crazed mad scientist who's pulling off experiments in His giant universe of laboratory. What He's doing is He's actually setting us up so that we can be in dialogue with Him, ongoing dialogue. He's not just here's your chunk of instructions, good luck, I'll see you on the other side, and then walks away kind of God. He's a God who wants to be in relationship and connection with us. He's the God that wants to do things with us. Moses is now in this position where he has no choice but to seek the mercy and the grace and the instruction of Yahweh, and Yahweh is about to reveal this to him. So Moses is like, "What do I do?" What a great prayer to lift up to the Lord. And then he says, "If you're pleased with me, teach me your ways so that I may know you and continue to find favor with you." And now Moses again puts himself in the right position before the Lord. Moses sees that it's his job to be a servant to the Lord. And it's his void that pushes him to the place of asking God for favor, for direction, for purpose, for teaching. Now, Moses shows us how to live in this little chunk, in this little tiny piece of their conversation. This morning, this week, you're going to go and do your thing. Maybe you're already in the middle of it and you need a little reminder of what's true right now. Here's what's true. God has a purpose. God has a will. God has given direction to His people to love God, to love each other, to be salt and light in the world. And so maybe the next question you have for the Lord is, now what? Just like Moses. That's RadCast.